the train into London. We're going to see the Hunger Games at theatre tonight, and we are going to the Traitors experience tomorrow. I am so excited.
Very excited.
Do you know whether you're going to pick to be a traitor or a faithful? No, seriously, what are you going to be?
I might go traitor.
I think I'm going to go faithful. I do not have a poker face at all. And because I'm so excited, I'll just spend the whole time smiling, and everyone will think it's suspicious, so I'll just get voted out as a traitor anyway. But I'm absolutely buzzing. Obviously going to take you with us along the way. I love you. Do you know what feels really weird?
What?
No child, no plans, no rushing, just walking. We're just walking. We've got
aimlessly walking around London.
Yeah, got no suitcase, no pram, no bags, no.
Strange. It feels like we've forgotten something.
It's really surreal. What?
They'll get it.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you said. Got to the hotel room, we thought, right, cup of tea, pop TV on in the background because we don't need to go out for like an hour or two. And guess who doesn't have working heating in their hotel room? So obviously we've told reception, and I'm like, of all places, like it's been 8 weeks of no heating at home. We come to a hotel and think, oh, bare minimum, we're gonna be nice and warm and toasty and cozy. The radiator's broken, they're not turning on, even though we've tried everything. So they're gonna try and send us some portable heaters, but I'm so done with portable heaters. We've had them for like 8 weeks now. Typical, but it is what it is. As if we're actually having to plug in an electric heater. The things we do to stay warm whilst watching Mario, apparently. Okay, we have had a nice little relaxing hour in the hotel. We are getting ready to go out and have an early dinner ahead of the show. Super excited because I have heard that there are floating chariots and fire and everything in the show, so I am honestly buzzing to see what it's like. And Hunger Games has always been like one of my favourite films. And same for Mike as well, which is the reason that we chose this one to watch. So we told reception that we had no heating. Sent someone to have a look, and it is now working. I'm still undecided about being a traitor or a faithful, and I know I keep talking about it, but it's literally why we're here for the weekend. Because Mike bought it for us for a Christmas present ages ago, and I guessed it straight away. Like literally, I went to go and get my hair cut, and my hairdresser told me about it. By the way, this is literally like chef's kiss, perfect perfume. My mother-in-law got it for me for Christmas, like a little gift set, and I literally want to wear this perfume every single day. My hairdresser told me about it, told Mike about it. This was back in like September or October, and he said to me, do you want to know what it is? I said no. He went, well, it's in London. And I went, we're gonna go and do Traitors. And he was like, why do you always ruin Christmas presents and birthday presents? Like, I always seem to guess what they are. Like, he surprised me with a 30th birthday party, knew it was happening. He surprised me with a hot air balloon, knew it was happening. I don't know what it is. I can just really guess what presents are, especially from Mike. Is like, he's so obvious with it, but boy did good though, I can't complain. But anyway, yeah, really excited. So just finishing up, getting ready, and then we're gonna go.
Excited for food, excited for the show.
Mike chose where we're eating. What was it? Smoke and pepper. I keep going to say salt and pepper. So obviously I'll show you what that's like. Anyway, catch you later. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty gross. I'd give it like a solid 5 out of 10. Personally, would not recommend going to Smoke and Pepper, but each their own. Mike enjoyed his. He had a burger. I had barbecue tenders, and they literally were so sickly sweet that I couldn't even eat more than 2 of them. And then he had the, what was it, Korean?
The Korean tenders, which were very spicy.
Like unbelievably spicy, like burnt his mouth, and again he couldn't eat more than like 2 of them, so the flavours are just completely off. It is Traitors Day today. We are just walking over now, had a lovely breakfast, and I thought we'd give you a little lowdown of what we thought of the theatre last night, because in my opinion it was like solid 9 out of 10, would you say?
Yeah, awesome, really, yeah. Easy.
So if you do want to see it and you don't want spoilers, then don't watch the rest of this, because we are going to say some bits that were in it that you wouldn't know until you got there otherwise. So first of all, we were sat in District 1, and it's a moving district. So when you get there, you go to your seats. We were in row C, amazing seats, like absolutely phenomenal. And the whole section moves. So it's like a moving set, but honestly, so good. If you are up higher, you will also see things that you don't get to see down below as much. So there are parts of it that are quite literally like acrobatics and fight scenes and stuff.
Better angles.
Yeah, but like up high, there's like people literally fighting where you are. It's just, yeah, it's really good. Absolutely loved it. Which way are we going? Sorry, we're crossing. Mike is leading us whilst we're crossing the road. But yeah, absolutely amazing, 10 out of 10. There isn't a whole lot to do in terms of stuff around it. So like, you're in Canary Wharf, so that's good. But like the actual...
There's restaurants and bars, but...
Yeah. But inside the actual theatre bit itself, there isn't a whole lot to do in terms of like interactive stuff around it. But yeah, the actual production itself, 9 out of 10. Absolutely loved it. Hoping that they'll do the rest of the series of films as theatre as well, but we will see. But yeah, like I say, on the way to Traitors now. Still don't know whether I'm going to choose to be a faithful or a traitor. Obviously, if I choose traitor, it doesn't mean I'm going to be a traitor, but we'll see. And obviously I will share the entire experience once we're out. Also, before I forget, when we're talking about the actors and actresses playing the roles, Hamish, 10 out of 10. He did
really
such a good portrayal.
Even his voice, he was like very close to Woody Harrelson from the film.
And then Peter was really good.
Like the hair and everything, the colour in the hair is spot on.
Yeah. Gail was different. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Gail was different.
And then
the fashion guy, what's his name?
Sinner was good.
Sinner was good.
And what's his name? The host. Caesar Flickerman.
Caesar Flickerman.
Really good.
He's brilliant.
Effie was good as well.
Katniss was good.
Yeah, Katniss was good,
Katniss
but she just
was
wasn't
very good.
Just wasn't my favourite.
There were other characters that portrayed better, but Katniss was still. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't fault it. It was such a good performance, really good production value. It was just really awesome.
Yeah. So if you've read the books, some of it is like almost a little bit inner monologue or outer monologue, however you can say it.
Yes,
and obviously
monologues a lot.
Yeah, and obviously you don't see that in the film, whereas in the books you do see it. So that's the only thing that's quite different, and you see that from the off, and to begin with it might be a bit like, oh, okay, what's going on? But if you've read the books, and you'll kind of like know that.
Also, there's a lot of bright lights, a lot of flashing, a lot of like loud bangs. So
yeah.
If that's something that you might be of sort of a nervous disposition to, just be aware there is a lot of that, like strobing and all this in your face.
Really in your face. They did also say that like about motion sickness, if you feel sick because of the moving stage for section 1, section 2 moves as well.
That wasn't, I didn't feel
bad,
it though. You don't feel it.
No.
You see that you're moving and you're like, oh cool, but
very
you don't
slow.
actually feel that you're moving.
Yeah, it's really slow, really steady.
It's almost like the room moves around you rather than you moving. It's very weird, but very cool.
But yeah, really slow, really steady. You can't really feel it move. I don't think there was anything in terms of like travel sickness, because I get travel sick, which is the reason I wanted to make sure I remembered to say that as well.
It'd be really cool. Let's have phones away, please.
Okay, so it's been a week today since Traitors, and I don't know how we haven't done this sooner because I've been dying to talk about it. The Traitors experience. So first of all, Mike got it for me for Christmas.
Yep.
And it's in London Covent Garden, and if you don't want to know anything about it in terms of spoilers, then look away now. But where to start?
I mean, yeah, it was so good, honestly. Really, like, genuine and authentic to the show, like, start to finish, wasn't it? Like, it was
so
unbelievable.
actually what I really liked is at the start, you go to like a bar area, and I'm going to show all of this anyway, but you go to a bar area and you meet and greet everyone on your team. You get given like a label thing or whatever.
Lanyard with, like, different team, like, random team names. I think we were, like, Eyebright or something like that. We were called,
that was it.
And so everyone else gets given the same lanyard and you're just shoved onto a table, aren't you, to just kind of sit and chill.
So to begin with, I honestly didn't know if I wanted to go Traitor or Faithful. I was back and forth about this for like weeks before.
Literally, just could not, like...
So I did end up saying yes, I'd be happy to be a traitor because I just thought it'd be interesting to see whether I'm picked for one or not. Full disclosure, I was not a traitor.
Well, the way that they do it is when you arrive, they give you an iPad. It's like literally just like a form, and you type your name in. There's literally just like a little checkbox at the bottom of the page that says, "Are you happy to be potentially picked as a traitor?" So if you like just definitely do not want to be picked as a traitor at all, you just leave that unticked and they won't pick you. You know, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? You got to tick yes. So we ticked yes.
And then when we started talking to people, I wanted it to be as close to the show as possible. So I was asking everyone what their professions were because I genuinely think it can tell you quite a lot about a person. And there was a lawyer there, so straight off the bat I was like, ooh, I wonder. Everyone in our team, so there's 14 to a table, and everyone on our table was in pairs. So obviously partners, there was a mum and daughter. Don't think there was any friends, were there? I think it was literally just couples and a mum and daughter.
I think everyone there were couples.
Like I say, I was just my normal self, like just talking to everyone, because I didn't want to go in all nervous and be quiet and then get voted off straight away because I'm like obviously a faithful or whatever. And when everyone was asking me what I did, obviously I have 2 jobs, so I didn't want to tell everyone that I'm an auditor because I thought they'll probably vote me out straight away thinking that I can spot things that aren't right. So if I was chosen as a faithful, they'd just basically get rid of me straight away. So I just told everyone I was a content creator thinking that was just a normal day-to-day job, no issues, but you kind of thought that it made me look like a traitor.
Only because, obviously not in a bad way, but only because when you're a content creator, you're putting yourself out there to complete strangers that you've never met before. It's that personality of, you know, you can give it, you can take it, whatever. You've got that outgoing personality. So I think people straight away are drawn to that you'd maybe be more likely to be a traitor or something along those lines anyway. So
anyway, you have your little meet and greet. I think it's about half an hour or so. There's like a couple of photo opportunities, like a little gift shop and stuff like that. And then your name is called, and then we got led down to like down in the basement where all these different rooms are.
Yeah.
And I think they said there's 8 rooms going on at a time, which is insane to think about, but there was loads of different people there, so I think that is about right, it was 8. When we get in the room, the first thing they do is write your name on the card.
Well, you walk into the room and it's literally, isn't it? You walk in and it's literally, there's a round table. And you go in and it's, you know, obviously exactly the same as the show. It's a little room, obviously, like it's a small room, and you walk in and it is literally a round table with chairs around it, and you just, you know, go in and sit wherever you want. You kind of come around and you've got like a little whiteboard with a pen so you can rub it out and whatever, and then you put your name on it and turn it around on a little easel so everyone can like see who you are. And it's really surreal. It's a proper round table, isn't it? It's like...
But then when we'd all sat down, obviously this is the point where you switch your phones off. So this is the reason why I wanted to do this like YouTube video, just to talk you through it. So phone goes off. We write our name on the boards, turn around so everyone can see, and then blindfolds go on so that they can pick the traitors. And the woman who did our room was called Ruby, and she was the host. Sorry. Phenomenal.
Really good.
Amazing. Like to the point of it makes you feel like you're in the game. It's so immersive.
I don't know if she did it on purpose or if that's just who she is, but she was almost Winkleman-esque. Yeah, she almost had a little bit of Claudia about her, which whether she was doing it on purpose or not to kind of make the experience a little bit better. Either way, it was phenomenal. She really sold it, and yeah.
So she picked the traitors, and like I said, I'm not a traitor.
I wasn't a traitor.
But,
Sadly.
I was going to say, you really, really wanted to be one. And then once the blindfolds are lifted, obviously the same as traitors, you're staring at everyone because you're trying to figure out who...
You're checking poker faces.
Yeah, who's acting different.
Looking, who's smiling. Is anyone doing something that you think looks a bit out of the ordinary?
Yeah, and then straight off the bat of that, there is a bit where there's a spotlight that goes around the room one at a time, putting over each person, And then during those spotlights, you've got little secret buttons under the table, and you can select 2 people that you think have been chosen as traitors just based off their reactions right from the bat.
And so, for like what you know of them so far, like when you've been chatting to them and stuff.
So I voted for 2 people that were faithfuls because it was just vibes that they were given. You don't know.
Just,
Who did you vote for? Did you vote for traitors or faithfuls? Because I voted for the wife of the lawyer.
I think I did the people that were sat like literally either side of where one of the traitors I think was.
Yeah. And then she reads out the 3 most voted likely to be a traitor.
She just throws people under the bus and says, I'm gonna go through the top 3 that have been voted most likely to be a traitor. Coming in at number 3, me. This lady had taken the spotlight and the microphone and said everything. I just sat there quietly twiddling my thumbs.
But you were so quiet.
Crocheting in the corner.
Yeah, but that's why you were probably most likely to be looked at as a traitor.
Purely by association, everyone's gone, Mike's going to be a traitor. Click his button.
You were just so quiet. It was like you were almost like taking a back seat. It's like traitors doing the programme.
Yeah, it's difficult to know how to act because it is so surreal and it's so good and you're so immersed in it.
But that's why I just acted myself.
You almost have to try and take, because there's 12 other people in the room, you know, you've got the round table, the host, there's all this stuff going on. And you're literally just trying to take it all in. So sometimes, you are a little bit reserved because you're literally just trying to think of a game plan, like look around at what's going on. 3rd most likely to be a traitor, apparently, I was. Someone else was then number 2.
And then coming in at number 1.
Guess who? Spoiler alert. Guess who they picked? Shock horror. They picked the loudest person in the room.
So I got voted most likely to be a traitor, and they asked our reactions, like what we think of that, and we were just both in shock because Mike had been so quiet. So he was like, "Why have I been voted?"
I think I looked under the table and I was like, "Is there another Mike I don't know about?"
You did, because everyone laughed.
I was like, "I haven't done anything." I was like, "I haven't spoken to anyone," and everyone's just picked me, which is why I then thought it's purely by association from sitting with her.
So then we start playing the game. Someone gets voted out or banished or murdered straight away.
You do little mini games, so you don't leave the room. So you're in that room the entire time at the round table. You play some mini games for like the prize pot.
Did someone get murdered or banished? No. So this is why I was voted most likely to be a traitor, because when I get excited, I get really into stuff. It was the first night we didn't realise. So we went to bed, you put blindfolds on. And
she did it really quickly as well. It felt like we'd been in the room for like 10 minutes and the host was like, "Oh, you're all very tired, it's the end of the day, good night, blindfolds on." And everyone was like, "Oh God, okay, right."
But we didn't realise that very first night they'd recruited, because we thought there was just no murder the first night. But they actually recruited someone, so they went from 2 to 3 on the first night, which by the way,
2 originally.
Really good game plan. And then, lifted the eyesights up. But the problem was, and this is the only downfall that I think to this, is they need earmuffs or earplugs or something, because you could hear stuff. Not a lot, but you could just hear like tiny bits of rustling.
Yeah, the one spoiler I think it's worth knowing is when you're blindfolded, you're only blindfolded. So you're in a dark room where there's no noise and everyone's...
No, they was playing music.
Yeah, but it's like background music,
Yeah.
like ambient music, and everyone's like purposely not trying to make noise.
That makes me think of like elevator music. It was suspenseful music, but when you said ambient, my brain just went
to create an ambiance. To create an ambiance, and then
ambiance.
It's create an ambiance, and then so when you're purposely not trying to make noise, everything is really loud and everything makes noise. So
I was convinced that it was the lawyer's wife, who I actually voted for right off the bat as most likely to be a traitor. So first time it came to banishment, I gunned for her, absolutely gunned for her, and I was adamant. And then it was actually the person sat next to her who got banished straight off the bat. So we caught a traitor on the first round table.
First banishment because, and
He was
it was
noisy.
unlucky for him, he was just too noisy when he took his blindfold off. So as soon as it came to the round table and Ruby did her, the floor is yours, like Winkleman, he just looked to that direction of the table and said, well, it's one of you three, she might have a noise. Kind of let down a little bit, a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's anticlimactic because it
them,
made it
for them,
yeah. But for us, it made us feel like we know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So as a faithful, it was really exciting to be able to do that.
It was good though, because where you saw the direction of the room it came from, so it must have been that third with those people there. But then they had to obviously convince us it wasn't them. So that was still really cool because they were doing like a little. Well, no, it definitely wasn't me. I think it must have been one of you guys. I don't know. It wasn't me.
There's the heated debate at the table, which is really cool.
And then you obviously go round, you do your vote, who you're voting for and why. You do the old turn of the board, a little bit like Weakest Link, and you turn the board, say the name, why, and then that person got. Yeah, you're too young. And then it came to obviously whoever's voted out, exactly the same as the show. You have been banished. They go and stand up at the front of the room, give a little exit speech, and they give it the whole, like in the show, like, oh, you know, I've really enjoyed my time here. This has been a really fun game to play.
He went, it's been great getting to know everyone.
Yeah,
We've known him half an hour.
It's been great getting to know you for the 30 minutes I've been there. He said, and then they give it the whole, I have been and always have been from the start. Traitor, and everyone's like, yeah, and then they just go out the room and they disappear, and then you carry on playing.
So anyway, after that, we found out that the traitors had murdered in plain sight using poison. So it didn't happen that day; it happened the following day. But when he got voted out or murdered out by the traitors, everyone was like, "Why him?" Like, we just didn't expect it at all.
Obviously, it was just a random person, yeah. Because all of a sudden, the host was like, "Oh, by the way," I think he must have
been quite smart, and they've clocked that.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the host was like, "Oh, by the way, the poison's now taken effect. The person that had been poisoned has died. It's you, see you later." And he was like, what? What do you mean? And they were like, see you later. And then you have to get up and leave. And then
I started getting heat at the round table after the second, like from the second round.
She was voted most likely to be a traitor.
But there was a couple of people that every single round table pretty much voted for me. I think one of the girls voted for me like 8 times in a row, even though I was genuinely faithful. And then there was a part. She then said, right, can someone stand up and talk me through what your findings are from the table?
Yeah. And then everyone just looked at Jenny and went, you can stand up then.
I was like, why me?
Content creator over there.
And then, someone actually said, because you're a content creator. And I was like, oh, I've made a mistake. So if I ever do this again, I won't say I'm a content creator. I'm just going to say,
say you're a librarian or something. That might help.
That would probably work in my library, to be fair.
And then, so Jenny had to stand up. And then it came round to the next murder, the second murder in, bear in mind, and
literally been in the room like 15 minutes.
I'm just getting into my stride here. I'm starting to enjoy the game. I'm thinking this is money well spent here. I'm loving this. And blindfolds are on, and the host comes round and touches me on the shoulder, and for a split second I'm thinking, ooh, recruitment. So I very, very quietly lift my blindfold up.
Sorry, just quickly, it wasn't that quiet. I heard it was him.
Well, you only heard me afterwards. I'll get to that. You only heard me afterwards. I lifted my blindfold, but I literally only lifted it like to there because you're scared of making noise after what happened to the last guy. And all I just see is the host, just like that, just pointing at the interactive board. And I look up and it says, you have been murdered. Please exit the room as quietly as you can. You're done, basically. So I was like, lovely. So you have to really quietly, which is even harder than the blindfolds, get up and out of your chair and walk around, and you don't speak to anyone, no one knows, you literally just walk to the door and then you get led out and someone's on the other side of the door like, well, that sucks for you, see you later, and then you're out, and then that's it. That was my game done.
So just quickly before you move on to what happens when you are murdered, like as in the after bit, I heard him making movement, and I literally, before this we've completely missed it.
What?
There was a second where we could literally talk to each other in private.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I went,
Who do you think's a traitor?
Sorry.
I went, well, you for a start.
And I said to him, I was like, what? I legit was not a traitor, didn't think I was acting traitorous. And so he says to me, I think you're a traitor. And I looked at him like, why?
It's because it's when you do that poker face part, when you take the blindfolds off at the round table and you're trying to look at everyone's faces to see that, like the poker face bit, like in the show. And Jenny had gone from this like bubbly, outgoing, like larger than life, really loud, I'm a content creator. As soon as we took those blindfolds off, she was like...
Because I was trying to see.
And she'd gone really like subdued and quiet. She'd look around and I was like, either that's like... Either she's trying to suss someone out or that's a terrible poker
I was
face.
trying to suss someone out.
So she's leant over to me and gone, who do you think the traitors are? I went, you? What do you mean, who do I think? You're a traitor. She was like, honestly, I'm not. And I was like, okay. Right.
I literally
did believe
swore.
her.
Yeah, no, I swore on Logan's life, and that's when he knew.
Straight away, I
went,
went, okay, fine. You're not a traitor in that case.
Guys, we just did the whole chat, and my phone decided to run out of storage, and I've just had to sit here for 20 minutes deleting things.
Technology.
Just so I can finish this conversation. I'm so annoyed. Anyway, so we did, I think you just need to talk about what happens when you've actually left the room.
So murder.
And I think we need to talk quicker, apparently.
Murder or banished, you leave the room, you get taken out, little side hustle, you go down into a little side room, and yeah, it's all kitted out, there's sofas, chairs, you know, and then there's a screen, TV screen, quad cameras, and you literally can just watch the rest of the game because there's cameras in the room.
I'll show you a screenshot of that.
You can get involved as well. There's little mini games where they ask if you want to help sort of backstage, which you don't have to if you want to sort of hinder things a little bit, but there is still some involvement, and obviously one by one when people are getting voted out or murdered, they come and meet you in that room, so you're still then talking to people and having a laugh about the game, like, oh, who do you think the traitors are, and oh, do you want to know who they are? And then that's actually quite cool because you do like a big reveal to them when they come in. Straight away they come through the door like, oh, here he is, well done, well played. Who do you think the traitors are? And they go, oh, I think he was blah, blah, blah. You're so wrong. And then you tell them who they are, and everyone's like, oh, so that's really cool, that's really cool.
After you're murdered, I heard noise, I heard movement. I don't know if I said this already, I'm just going to say it again in case. I heard noise, I heard movement, and I was literally ready to lift my blindfold up, whirl on him and say, you're a traitor, I heard you make noise, and then he was gone.
Couldn't do it quiet enough.
He was murdered. So I was then listening out for other noise. I heard it to my right hand side, and there was a mother-daughter duo, which I briefly mentioned earlier, and the girl at the start, because you walk, like as the host is walking around, it's a quick, what's your name, tell us something honest about you. And the little girl went, hi, my name's so-and-so, I came with my mum, but if I was a traitor, I wouldn't be afraid to stab her in the back. And we were like, whoa. So I thought it'd be really funny if the host, Ruby, had voted her mum to be a traitor, like a little twist on things. But it turns out she didn't. I was adamant that she was, so I gunned for her and she was a faithful, my bad, sorry. But then once she was out, I realised that actually it was the daughter and that Ruby had gone for her all along. So managed to get the little girl out. I felt really bad. She was 12 years old and I banished her as a traitor.
But she was ruthless.
Really good though.
Really
Would never have actually known from her behaviour, personality or anything like that.
Evil genius. It's
to the final 5 and you get to go to the turret to do a challenge, and once you've done the turret challenge, which was really, really cool, you're back in the room and Ruby, my host, literally said to us, right, no talking from this moment out. If you talk, you're immediately banished. And I was like, oh my God. But it was the final bit where you put in the fire to say banish or end the game.
End the game or banish again.
And all of us went for banish again, and it was one of the faithfuls who won the game actually who discovered the final traitor. And when it came to it, I forgot her name. So I quite literally was about to write her name, forgot it, panicked, wrote someone else's name because I had to write something down, and it made it look like traitorous behaviour that I randomly detoured from everyone voting for this girl.
Just vote for someone else.
To vote for someone else, really random. So that girl obviously looked at me like, why have you voted for me? That's really traitorous behaviour. So I then got banished, and if I hadn't been banished, I think I would have I think I would have won with the faithfuls, you know.
Yeah, because you ended up like
Fourth.
fourth or fifth, something like that.
Yeah,
like
fourth.
So yeah, and then you didn't find out till the end because you just have to sit there in silence. But
It was so good.
the faithfuls won our one. Be really good fun if you're a fan of the show, or even to be honest, because they explain how it all works really well.
We're gonna go again.
Yes, 100% we're going to go again because I want to last longer than I did before, and
You really want to be a traitor as
I
well,
really
you
want to
said.
be a traitor because why not? Like, it's a bit of fun.
I
isn't it? So-
loved being a faithful. I loved the murder mystery detective. Oh, really good. I don't think I could be a traitor. I don't think I'd put my name down to be a traitor again, to be honest, because I just... Although now I've done right near the end, maybe I would.
Yeah.
But 10 out of 10, 100% recommend. Yeah.
Go and do it. Book
100%.
it. Book it and do it. You can also book it for a private party, so you can take 14 of you that you all know and just have a laugh with it, and you can sort of book out the whole,
if you do
room
book
for yourself.
But if you do booking like groups of 6 or 8, we did see them splitting people up to put them into different rooms. So you either have to book out the entire room, or you're better off going as couples.
Just know that you would get split up.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our review and our little video today, just talking you through the London weekend that we had. This is the cheesy bit where I say, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.
Follow and subscribe.
But genuinely, thank you, and we'll be back again soon. So see you later.
Bye.